try it once? What do you mean? Just like go into it and left click on like a thing. Okay, I guess whatever. Let me just see. I'm gonna come file number 2. All right.
So you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body, but he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So it's just that then. The first thing right there, right?
So you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found, but he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Just use it on whatever, or?
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
So of course I would say there was no time. What's so strange?
I'm so confused. So, isn't it? It's not your. So wait, okay. Because I'm thinking, it can't be the second one. The second one, literally, she was the victims, right? Wouldn't it just be the first one? But I don't. So it's literally, I'm just shooting it, but it's showing a flashback on that thing, or I'm like, I lost my train of thought, or like I forgot everything after. So it's just the rule, or like the new thing they just presented. It shows a flashback if you hold left click, right? You'll shoot it, but it'll do a flashback thing, and then but it has to be a lie or a contradiction when you do it. Which the second one isn't a lie, because she was the victim, she fucking died, so it would be the first one, but I'm trying to understand what the point is of clicking the first one anyway. I don't know. Let me just look again.
So you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body, but he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented.
So wait, the first one that's not a lie or a contradiction, because she's just pointing out he was lying or acting weird. Or do I click it and that's where it shows the flashback of him acting weird? Is that what it means? Right, I'll do that. I don't know.
That's a natural. The victim was, so of course I would. There was no time. What's so strange? I wish you'd taken me with you.
I guess. I don't know.
So you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body, but he was acting.
What? Wait. Well, I did just hold it. Wait. I thought you were saying no to what I did. Wait. So what do you mean? Sorry, I don't know how far behind you are. So, but now what does that mean that I have that selected? Oh! So I like selected that answer, but then I shoot that bullet with a lie or a contradiction? Is that what it is? So like, for example, I chose before we found the body, whatever. But then wouldn't I choose the other one? Wait, I'm so confused. Or like, but does that make sense? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to select one of them to be the bullet, and then I have to shoot the lie or contradiction with that bullet that I used the flashback thing for. Is that what it is? You take a statement that you can use as evidence now? But don't I have to shoot one of the answers with it because you can't go on after this? Or was I just supposed to grab that information, that's it? I'm not actually sure whether it's select that, then shoot the last, or select the last, then shoot the first. Just try both. Oh, wait. So before the bound the body, so I shot the thing where it says he was acting weird before we found the body. The other one is Chihiro was a girl. She was the victim. That, like... Maybe it's the...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
I would think it's the other way around, right?
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker.
There was no time.
So is it
What's
this?
strange?
I think it's this,
Taking me with
maybe.
you?
What I just did. Wait, let me see. Is it this?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before
No.
we found the body.
So it's the other way then. Okay, whatever.
Shoot!
When he says just
So,
try
you
both.
said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting...
If you're presented with the
I lost the
opportunity,
heart.
that's unnatural. The victim was. So of
Oh,
course I would
oof.
suggest there was no time. What's so strange? I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya, but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's unnatural reaction.
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong.
I don't understand. Maybe I'll just see what they have to say, but I didn't understand that. Or like how you're supposed to shoot it. Or like it just didn't, I don't know. Maybe they'll explain it, but it just didn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Whatever. I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, no one knew who the victim was. He was just saying it was her. But in the order, like in the sense of shooting it in the way, like it didn't make sense to me. Like, which was which. Well, okay, maybe it's because it says he was acting strange before we found the body. And she said, how so? And you shoot, it was Chihiro because we didn't know it was her. Is that what it all literally is? Maybe that makes more sense, yeah. It's like, I chose that, it's like, he was acting weird, why? And then you choose the answer that he was acting weird because he said the victim was Chihiro, but we didn't know it was her. Okay, you know what, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, okay.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? When you take something as a flashback, it allows you to use their words to contradict something as if it's a truth bullet. Here it's saying, before we found the body, so shooting the victim with Chihiro is a contradiction. Yeah, that's what I said. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, it makes sense. It's like he doesn't even care. Oh, I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with
What's
him.
the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Thank you, Mommy Kyoko. You look good, by the way. I would respectively kiss your hand and maybe your mouth. I mean, what? Sorry.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Oh god. Poor Toko's just standing in the corner like, you're gay? I am! Did you join? I was just saying that I'm like, I will respectively kiss your hand. Did you join when I started doing that, sir? Hi, also, hi, how are you?
You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
I'm doing great, just woke up to get notified my monitor is coming Saturday instead of Monday. Nice, that's good. Why is my mom calling me? Hold on. Sorry, my mom called me, so I was talking to her. I didn't want to continue the game. I was gonna wait to, like, finish the conversation so I could be fully invested in this. But anyway, sorry, my bad. Alright, actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord? What? An extension cord? Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but what does that mean? Can I really just accept that what Baika said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the crime. Wait, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. Because wouldn't it be the scene of the crime because if he did it, a boy can't go in the girls' locker room, but only if he was lended, or if he borrowed the handbook. So I would think it's that. I don't think it's Genocide Jack's presence. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the crime scene because he couldn't have been there, right? I think I'm right. I don't know.
I got it!
Yeah, okay, I was making sure. I
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else.
What if he did do it?
Then
Because
carried there later.
Because the stain was in the boys' locker room, but she was put in the girls' locker room. What if he killed her in the boys' locker room? And then, like, wait, how does that work though? I'm trying to think because, wait a minute, what? Because Sakura said there was a stain on the floor. The carpet stain is now in the boys' locker room. Did he swap everything around to, like, fuck with people? What? I'm, like, so confused. But I think it's something like that. There's something where somebody was swapping stuff around because, again, Sakura was saying, like, oh, there was a stain in the girls' locker room. It's not there anymore. But now it's in the boys' locker room. And, like, maybe she was actually... How would she have been killed in there and then... I mean... Because that's if he did it, for example, if he did it, he could have went in the boys' locker room, killed her, and then, with her handbook, could have used that to open the girls' locker room door and then, like, set all that shit up or something. I don't know, I'm just speculating. I'm, like, because I don't know everything yet, but like just at this point, that's what I'm thinking. But like I don't know, something like where else would she be killed? The only evidence was in the locker rooms. But whatever. Yeah, sorry. Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else and then carried later there.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
What? Hey, Bayaka, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who had been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder place took somewhere else. There was something that was switched. Oh, wait. Is it the locker room posters? There was something that was switched between. Well, I meant to.
I got it!
Yeah.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Thank you, Toka, for your commentary. I love it. Thank you.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not. The stain was scrubbed away. It was moved into the other room.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
I love Sakura. That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
Actually, you know what? It makes sense that it's probably him that did it, because he tried to blame the crime on her. So he knew that she was like a killer, right? And he was trying to like get her to like kill someone, so her genocide Jack thing would come out. Which, like, I don't know, it could still be her that killed her, but then also like Byakuya, like, it could have been like an accomplice thing, but also like the way he's acting right now, it's very fucking weird. But what made me think that it actually is him, because he's always talking about how like, well, the thing is, now I'm thinking maybe like, wait, because he was saying that he would never kill somebody, or like especially over that, like whatever. But like, I wonder if he either could have like killed Chihiro, yeah, or like he could have got Toko to. So really funny story. I don't have the VOD for the next part, so I either have to replay the next part, or I'm just gonna say what happens and then go to the next chapter, because yeah. So I didn't have enough storage on my PC, so I wasn't able to save the VOD in time. I'm still struggling with space because 240 gigs of RAM are from Danganronpa streams, and I'm slowly trying to put them out. But yeah, so I'm just gonna say what happens. You could either go watch another video on the trial, but I'm gonna say what happens right now. So Mondo ended up being the blackened. You know, at first we think it's Byakuya. Oh, well, first we think it's Toko, then we think it's Byakuya. But then, Mondo slips up. Like, he probably could have gotten away with it, but he slips up about the color of the jacket Chihiro was wearing. And then Celeste is like, nobody ever said that. I'm the only one that saw it. So how would you know what color Chihiro's jacket was? And then it was like, oh, and then, yeah. So Mondo is fucking dead. Chihiro is fucking dead. But yeah, now that this is out of the way, I'm gonna try and upload the chapter 3 trials really fast. It's just that there's gonna be a few parts where VODs are missing. I think there's a VOD missing somewhere else in this game too, or like in Danganronpa 1. But yeah, I know this VOD's missing. In Danganronpa 2, there's also a whole trial missing of someone, but listen, we won't talk about it. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching.